Okay, welcome all of you here once again in another session of this All India Live Mock series where we take every nuance of every concept of English in that question and discuss that. Before I start, let me mention a couple of things that yes, we have this offer flat 60% off, you heard it correct, on this big birthday sale which ends today, tonight to be precise, on our birthday. Can use the code BDAY birthday and grab flat 60% off on SSC batches, courses, or the Super Elite also, in which you can access all the courses, batches, mock tests, everything in the SSC stream in just one subscription. Do have a look. And there are a couple of batch updates also I'll mark pretty soon. First of all, going through this week's test. Just a sec. That should have been. Yes, I had an objection. Would love to ask you guys also. I'm sorry. But let's start afresh and then we will discuss. Let me reduce the brightness. Wait a minute, please. Should be better. वेलकम ऑल ऑफ यू हियर श्वेता. हर हर महादेव. महादेव की कृपा हम सब पर रहे, कोई विघ्न परेशानी कभी किसी को ना हो. हर हर महादेव. एस्टर हरे कृष्णा. आदर्श ओम नमः शिवाय ब्रदर. आकाश सुमेधा रोहित. God bless you brother. Avijit, good evening brother. Nancy Jajnendra. Heartbeat, good evening brother. Pragya, hey dear, good evening. Vaibhav, Arvind and everybody here. Bubbly, good evening. Divyanshi, Vishali, Shivani, Radhe Radhe. Itcha, Ronak, Radhe Krishna, Gunjan, Radhe Radhe. Welcome Saloni, Manu. Pluto is considered such a planet. Wow. Starting with a boundary, the person, animal, or plant much below the usual height. A pedestrian is the one who walks on road, walks on, say, walkway, walks on streets, and such. So, nope. Hypochondriac is the one who is excessively preoccupied with one's health. I think something's wrong. No, no, you're all well. No, I think something's wrong. I should consult a doctor. You are all well. No, something's wrong. Hypochondriac. Gastronomy, week 1, ninth, 10th word. The process of having, eating, loving, cooking good food. The process of eating, having, loving, cooking good food is supposed to be gastronomy. Just one option with the same meaning. 6 seconds. Okay. प्लीज एलिमिनेट हर्ष. आपने हिंदी में पूछा है, हक से आंसर. काफी वर्ड्स ऐसे होते हैं मुझे भी नहीं आते, मेजॉरिटी ये है, पर अक्सर एसएससी में एलिमिनेशन हो जाता है. एक आध दो बार छोड़ दें तो आप एक बार टोन चेक कर लो. सारे ऑप्शंस की पॉजिटिव है, एक ऑड वन आउट है. सारे ऑप्शंस के नेगेटिव है, एक ऑड वन आउट है. मोस्ट प्रोबेबली वो आंसर हो जाएगा. घटिया ऑप्शंस है. वेलकम दिनेश एंड जसिका. हर हर महादेव. सिमरन. Option elimination, please try. It's quite beneficial. Har Har Mahadev, Palak. Absolutely. Uh, they are easy. I should be looking at your comments quickly. I'm sorry for the delay caused. Hostile, like an enemy, that behavior. Antonym should be like a friend. Repress is already negative. Of wise character, GTA, wise city is already negative. Docile will be submissive, not the opposite of hostile. But welcome. Hey dear. Friendly welcome. The opposite of hostile. Fathomable. That's fathomable it should be. Is correct. You understand Hindi. पानी की गहराई नापने के लिए फैथमोमीटर ही यूज करते हैं। तो गहराई नापना जिसको समझा जा सकता है फैथमेबल, जिसको समझा ही नहीं जा सकता अनफैथमेबल। वेलकम दिया, लवली एंड ऑल। Okay, the government must address, okay, must addressed. Without be we can't have passive, and models don't take we to impossible. Better have is not there, must being is impossible in English. 5 seconds. Oh, welcome Sanjana. Must in the passive is equal to must be. If you stopped, sounds second conditional to me. Kamal, respect, brother. Please stay safe. Can watch later. Most welcome, brother. Absolutely. If you work hard, you will succeed. If you worked hard, you in the past would succeed. If you had worked hard, the third conditional, you would have succeeded. If you stopped, second conditional, you just one option. You know this. Would be. Welcome, Neha. She strolled in from the kitchen, seemingly oblivious, synonym of oblivious. We have had this word in recent weeks. Don't be sorry. Welcome. Exactly. Oblivious. It is not obvious first. It's oblivious. I'm sorry, I was not aware of this. Not aware or say unaware is the exact meaning without even looking at the options. Mindful will be opposite because you know that. Terrified is quite different. Aware will be opposite. So, yep. Unaware, just one. Oblivious. Oblivion, the one who is not aware of. Had should be correct, brother. The statement belongs to past. So transform that in past, please. Whoa, you put great examples. The driver was oblivious to the red light. Thank you. We have discussed occurrence quite a few times here. Sudden is all correct. Spell check. Picnic is all correct, and so is thunderstorm. Both seem good to us. Yes. Occurrence we have discussed quite a few times. Double R double C. And then ENCE, not ANCE. So that has to be the incorrectly spelled one. Welcome, Kunjan. Thank you so much for the words. I appreciate your appreciation. But now I'm happy in India. Honestly, these are not just words. I honestly am happy. Thank you, brother. Thank you so much. I felt irresponsible for leaving my sister's toddler, say kid, alone in the car. You have to pick the synonym of negligent. Negligent? Oh, no problem. I don't care. Felt cannot be negligible, cannot be the synonym, I'm sorry, of negligent. Alone, not at all related. A kid, no, that's a noun form. You need an adjective. Irresponsible, such an irresponsible behavior. Yes, exactly. Select the option with the correct use of future tense. It was irresponsible of you to leave the gate open. Thank you for being here, first and foremost. Future tense. She will complete the project by next week. Seems good to me. Models don't take V2. Horrible. Have cannot take a V1. It takes a third form. And be cannot take a V1. Either ing in the present tense, continuity, active voice, or third form in the passive tone. Both ways that was wrong. Exactly. Models take a fresh V1. No problem, Radha Radhe, Jai Maa Kali. The easiest error in English, singular subject without an SES is more than impossible. The strategy of the players have SES. So have plus SES becomes has. All of us know. All of us need not check anything else, be it a preposition or a conjunction error. Nitish, welcome, brother. Exactly, Pooja. Of the players, object of the preposition. Yes. A philanthropist, we come across this every single week. Phil is to love, anthropos humankind, ist the person who loves humankind, so does charity works and all. The one who loves humankind, altruist. Polyglot, the one who can speak many languages. Stoic, the one who is indifferent to pleasure or pain. But now, fatalist, it's not from fatal. Let me clear this again. Fate shows your luck. Fatal is a different word. It causes death, is harmful, a totally different word. But another derivative from the first one, fatalist, the one who believes in fate, that everything is destined or predestined, whatever happens is already decided. We cannot do anything. So that has to be fatalist. Not fatal, but fate, a form of. Yes, a hermit, a sage, Arvind. Being a fatalist, whoa, he didn't try to change his position or situation. Vaishnavi, welcome. Not yet, but hope so I upload one soon. Hope so. Turmoil is going to be noise, disturbance, say pandemonium, chaos. Antonym will be stability, residence. No. Liberty. No, we're not talking about freedom or restriction. Straightforward, we are not talking about being honest or above board. Cool, calm, composed. My heart was thinking about that constantly. Turmoil. Now my heart is silent. Cool, calm, and composed. Turbulence. Yep. Hmm. There was a turmoil in cinema when this movie was released. Few of us. Okay, the meaning of the second one. Narrow escape, I think all of you know, is narrow escape. The car was moving pretty fast and somehow it didn't touch me, otherwise, it went quite close to my leg. I somehow survived. It's supposed to be a narrow escape. Long arm of the law is the broad, far reaching power, long arm of the law, your power, your influence of the police or any legal system, if you say. Yes, you are correct. Cream of the crop, the best of a particular group, the best of all, cream of the crop. But pipe dreams, I have done this before here to explain this idiom. pipe, smoking a pipe and then dreaming. Yes, we will do that. Sure, we will buy this. Yes, of course, we are going to be a billionaire pretty soon. Of course, we will do this, we will do that. Can't explain in English. If I were speaking in Hindi, किसी पैसे वाले पेशेंट को एक किडनी भेज दूंगा. हेलो राजू भाई, मेरे को एक गल्फ कोर्स के बगल में बंगला चाहिए. उसमें ना वाटर प्रूफ मछली होनी चाहिए, एक प्राइवेट मल्टीप्लेक्स भी चाहिए, और ये भी चाहिए और वो भी चाहिए. I hope you remember. So these are pipe dreams. You're just dreaming while smoking pipe. Honestly, that's the etymology of the idiom. You can check. So a man can fly. That's not narrow escape. That's not long arm of the law. That's no law even. That's not cream of the crop, the best of all. That's just a dream. However, somehow it is common with the help of airplanes and all. Shankar, welcome with your humor. जी हाँ वैभव. Exactly, brother. Becoming a billionaire overnight is just a pipe dream. I'm not showing off. I solved this mock in, please excuse me, some 3 minutes. Sir, it shows 5:55. Don't tell a lie. I wasted, in order to be precise, 2 minutes here. Even the topper also wasted 1 minute. Because it was quite illogical. At the end, we'll have to decide, or had to decide, what should be the most appropriate one, because there's no combination possible for this. I wasted 2 minutes here, so finish the rest in probably 3 minutes and such. The problem was picking the first one. If you start with C, D cannot be the next one. My house has been so empty lately, perfect. And that emptiness can be felt in B. If you drop a pin, you can hear the little tap on the floor. But C, B, not available. CB available here, CB available here. Okay. Now, reading that, DA. I could easily pick them all in a jar. Them representing what? No. Then ADCBA. The stars look so small from where I lay. Okay. But Vaibhav, I think that's the example of a pipe dream. How can you pick stars in a little jar? Yeah, sure. Pipe dream, the best example we can have straight after the idiom. Thank you so much, Shweta, Rohit, and all. How can you pick all the stars in a little jar? It seemed quite illogical to me. But I'm not saying to me, to a student, and student. Now, if you come across such a situation there in the examination, don't be a master, just pick the most appropriate one. That's what we have to do in the examination. See this. D, A, C, B. D, you can't start with D and then A. C, B is fine. C, D, impossible. C, D, impossible. A, D, at least you have a noun. There must be some stars like on the wall, on this plate or anything such, may be a possibility. Stars can say this, them, or link with this. And yes, so empty, you can even hear the tap on the floor. CB, AD, only one option. Let's see if that is the answer, and that was the answer. Do this in the examination when you are hopeless or helpless. Next, quick. Saloni. Yes, and even they are indefinite. How can you put them in a jar? But तारे जमीन पर तारे jar mein. That's cool. Yes, Let's get it started. There's several songs with the same collocation. Let's get started. Let's get begin. V2 cannot be there after get. It can take a participle V3. Commenced. Fine, but that's all correct. Initiated. Good, but that's all correct. That's a native collocation. We cannot say that is wrong. He gave us a pencil and a piece of paper and told us to get started. Let's get started. I'm sure you have heard. Come here with a wonderful cloze test full of homonyms and paronyms. He had a busy weekend planned. He wanted to take a walk by the obviously you need a noun here. See, see is a verb. Seal is like authorized. See, the third form of the verb, just one noun. And yes, for weekend, we will go by sea, beach, and such. I'll show you this later in a minute. Please answer these first. No problem. It's not a theme dependent cloze test. You have to just eliminate the options. Exactly, walking by sea, enjoying that cold breeze. Shweta, as a noun, seal is that sea mammal also. Perfect. Yes. See, they had been working for weeks. Before heading home, he needed to stop by the market and buy some blank space for dinner. There must be something for dinner. Meet is a verb. Meet is a verb. Justice meet out. Distribute is this. SSC Steno December 2020. Justice meet out. Distributed, dispensed, given that way. Met second form. I need a noun here and that is for dinner. Sure. He would also need to make sure he had enough blank space to pay. Yep, diya. Pragya. Cases. We don't pay with cases. Cache is the memory of your system. In your phone also, cache memory, the fastest memory I'm sure you have heard of. You cast your vote. That's a verb in English. As a noun, something that can help us pay is cash. Second last, because B is left. It was a tiring day, but he knew he would sleep well after a full day of whoa, casting pearls before swine. Of course, I'll sleep well after this day. Of course. No, that is rough, an adjective. C-O-R-E, an absurd form of core, the plural form. And that is C-O-R-P-S. I hope you remember cops, policemen, C-O-P-S. Then C-O-R-P-S, cors. Remember? N-C-C, National Cadet Corps. Pronunciation is corps. A troop of army soldiers, a small troop. Yep, not at all related. Of course, we will go there. Of course. Now let's pick this one. Death completes his course. No one can stop him. Nana, Gauri. Of course. For sure. That of course. Of course he's coming. For sure he's coming. No, that's choir. Saloni. C-H-O-I-R. those who are saying this, all of you are students and we are mature. Let me tell you something. I won't waste your time, everyone here. Everyone here, I promise I won't waste your time, but will show you something. I answered this. Okay. And that was wrong. No problem. I checked in dictionaries. Later on, I realized I was correct. I have dropped Oliveboard a message also and I welcome their response. I welcome their response. But I have something that I can show you. Their description is horrible. Not available. I can show you, no problem. First of all, this adjective form is not required here. Come on, come on. Let's meet at a coffee shop where we can blank space our ideas for the new project. Remember the tone of the close test. You are going to discuss your ideas for the new project. No poor adjective is required here. No SES form after a model required here. Yes, pondering, contemplate, think about, discuss, and such should be here. Now everyone, you have dictionaries. Comment if I'm wrong. I welcome. I repeat, I welcome your response. I'm not the one who is imposing my answer, but see, PORE and POUR. Come on. Let's check. PORE as a verb meaning. As a verb, I asked. Google is a little illiterate. Come on, I need a verb form. Examine, to think about, pour over something. The lawyers are poring over the small print on the contract. To discuss, think about, that is pour over. While POUR is never used for thinking or any abstract sense such. I checked for 15 minutes. See, to make a liquid flow steadily, no abstract sense here. Used about a liquid smoke to flow out of or into something quickly. About a liquid, not for abstract ideas. Nothing such. Nothing, 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 nothing. Okay. Now I have something, would love to show you. 5 seconds, please. Don't be. I need to log in my account. I'm not disturbing you, just a sec. And I have dropped a message to Oliveboard also. Quick. Come on, why are you delaying it, please? Hey, don't check my password, please. See, have both the screenshots. First of all, this from a dictionary. Because if I say something, I won't say what I know or I think. What is official? Let's pour over, pour through. You can see the highlighted version, pour on also. Think, ponder intently. Read, study, think. It is used in that context. And straight would love to show you, this is pour on, okay, highlighted, not in the general sense. Something, think. And the close test you have has the same context. Pour on it. Let's come for coffee and we will blank space on ideas for the new project. So we will discuss them. Fine. Now, something humorous for many of you here, those who know me. Those who do not, please don't take ill. Please don't mind, because I'm not showing you to show off anything or anything such. See the response of AI. If you trust AI pretty much more than the expertise, she behaves like this. I need to take 1 minute of yours, please. I need to take 1 minute of yours. I'm sure it's visible. If you trust AI deeply, we'll take your 1 minute. Read this quick. While let me say something. I asked ChatGPT, what's the correct answer? She said Pore. Abhay, please define brother if you are saying that. We have discussed. I asked Perplexity. She said Pour. I asked how? Give me some references from Oxford, Cambridge, and Standard dictionaries. Mind it. And she then realized she had made a mistake, and then she sent me this. When I said, she said Pore is the correct answer. Sorry, I hallucinated. And I sent her the response, and she was like, focus on some words. Okay, this user is clearly frustrated and holding me accountable for an earlier mistake where I recommended this in place of that. They are a teacher, feel the respect. They are using they, the singular pronoun. Preparing for competitive English students, so accuracy is non-negotiable here. I see they've caught my inconsistency sharply. First claiming this was correct, and then later he or she said that, explaining why this is actually right. That's unacceptable for an educator's context. There, don't be a kid and don't hallucinate comment shows zero tolerance for errors, which is fair given their professional stakes. I need to handle this carefully. First, what a lovely line. Read this. First, unequivocally admit the error in my initial response. पहले तो मैं अपनी गलती मान लेती हूँ, सबसे बढ़िया. And then provide exhaustive, in detail proof, complete proof of why this is correct. Cite multiple authoritative sources to rebuild trust. A couple of lines again, they said. Clarify this and that. Finally, pledge stricter accuracy going forward. And the users, mind it. Warning suggests they will scrutinize the future answers even more critically. Oh my God. So teaching means every word choice could impact students' futures. I'll make this precise with dictionary and this and that, noting this. You pour over new ideas. That should be clear. Finished. Okay? But a couple of lines I found humorous and attentive also. To rebuild trust. Unequivocally admit my mistake. And such. Okay? Let's get back to the lab again. Okay, so I still consider that is correct as per the references from the dictionary. I welcome all of you here watching it live, watching it later. I repeat, I've dropped a message to Oliveboard also. If I'm wrong, I'm not putting a debate here. Please cite references from standard dictionaries. If you find, say or tell me, I'll be happy to. Otherwise, so far, my research shows this. As per dictionaries, not my dictatorship. Let's go and finish things off. Rohit, that's quite common, brother. Quite common. Yeah, I can help you, assist. Abhay, welcome. No, not daily, but yes, at 6 p.m. I have these classes quite frequently. Stay connected. Would love to see you in the upcoming sessions pretty soon. Aman, absolutely, brother. He predicted the whole issue will be resolved. Synonym of harmony. Harmony, a positive word. Synonym. Issue will be negative. Predict is out of context. Resolved, okay. Amicable, friendly, soft, harmonious, synonymous. We had an amicable conversation despite our differences. Yes, I do. Please stay connected at 6 on a daily basis. Yes, I do. 5, you have a noun after this 5. It must not be singular, must be plural. Impossible. 5 hours, blank space. The predicate is not showing that as a collective amount. Like 5 hours is a long time, is a long time. 50 rupees is a huge amount of money. 10,000 rupees is a large amount of money, and such. It is saying 1 hour has gone by, 2 hours, 2 have gone by, 5 hours have gone by, and such. So, yep, for sure, 5 hours have. I repeat, if the predicate were showing it collectively, 5 hours is a long amount of time. Must have been singular. Must have been singular. Something you discuss in classes daily. No, Akash, that's what I explained, brother. If you have doubt, feel free to ask again. I would love to explain. That's what I feel my job is. Ins and outs. I always explain this with the meaning. In, something that's inside us, the whole world cannot see. Something that's outside us, nobody else can see except us. But there is something that is that includes our ins and outs both. That means every single detail of ours, ins and outs, every single detail. Interior will be in only, indoors will be in only, investigation will be in only, details, everything. And that's what the meaning of the idiom is, not investigation. He knows the ins and outs of his business. She relaxed after a nice long soak in the bathtub, and her thoughts, blank space among the stars, correctly spelled. Doesn't look good. Nope. Um, you are correct. Thank you. Such a common word, I need not emphasize. The child was wandering in the market. Yes, to be cheerful, in high spirits. That's how you can be cheerful on cloud number 9. Out of spirits will be weak. Speaking volumes for. Remember a gesture from Virat Kohli? No, not that offensive one. My bat speaks. Something which is impressive. Speaking volumes for. He doesn't speak, his works speak. That way. And took to heart. Come on, I was just kidding. Don't take it to heart. Sometimes to take ill also. And took to heart. Yes, the same. I was just kidding. Please don't mind. Took to heart. AI can mind. So that has to be in high spirits, full of enthusiasm and such. Shankar, absolutely. Speaking volumes, अब result ही बताएगा. Silence speaks volumes. Absolutely. And can the error be fixed in active voice? In voice, we don't change can, could, may, would, and such. Nope, nope, nope. Just one statement with can. Developer, fix the error. Perfect. Nothing wrong. Okay. With this session full of humor, full of horror, mind it. Okay, let me unequivocally accept my mistake. I finished things here. Thank you so much. And if anybody can help me, need not waste your time. But if you come across something such, do inform me. I'll be happy to learn from you. I'm not the one who will challenge, will have a debate and stuff like that. Okay, before I finish, let me show you something. Uh, we have a batch recently started, and this super practice kit also I forgot to mention today. One can go through this, and yes, it has 1000 plus tests with 6 levels: easy, medium, hard, PYP, speed improvement, revision. Covering your tier 1 and tier 2 both will help you practice a lot in all the subjects with their individual topics. Thanks a lot for being here. Would love to see you pretty soon. Factors, divisibility, simplification, surds and all in GA, also text structure, banking, major acts, important articles in polity, schedule parts, emergency in India, various bodies, cases, parliament, ancient history, in computers, in English, in reasoning, and all these topics out here. And yes, we have a batch for IB ACIU examination also. If one is preparing because vacancies are out, 3717 is welcome. Okay. See you pretty soon, everyone, at 6 on YouTube and 5 in the class. So one can go through this also, the recently updated ones for IBACI. Thank you so much. See you pretty soon, everyone. Esther, Priya, Jessica, Bubbly, Akash, thank you, brother. Shivani, Icha, Arvind, Amrita, Prakta, Vaishnavi, Adarsh, Om Namah Shivaya, brother. Yes, I took help of AI. In case I'm missing something, they have a huge database. I did check Oxford, Cambridge first. Okay, no problem. If they come across something such, but they did not say the same. So that must be wrong. Now waiting for the answers if there is something such. Thank you, Adarsh, Aman, Divyanshi, Shivalras. Thank you, Shweta, Saloni, lovely. Webhav, I can feel that, and thank you so much, brother, for the words. Thank you so much. I will have the trust. It shall not be broken. Gunjan, Radhe Radhe. Shikha, yes, trust can't be rebuilt. Rohit, thank you, brother. Aman, thank you, brother. Lakshmi, Isha, Diya, Gauri, thanks a lot. Neha, I have a class at 7, beta. Would love to have a word with you pretty soon. I'm honestly sorry. Have a class at 7. Nancy, thank you unequivocally. Yes, hilarious and stupendous. Thank you. Avijit, thank you so much, brother. You are the best. A sweet person, English mentor, and the best friend of students. Thank you so much, brother. Heartbeat, thank you. Nitish Nibha, Adarsh Shankar. चलिए रक्षाबंधन के लिए पैसे इकट्ठे करते हैं. जय जगन्नाथ. Manish. Yes, the questions today were typical of SSC examinations. Yo. Okay, see you pretty soon. All of you here. Thank you.